Okay, now welcome back. I have fixed my sorting machine. What is up with the light? Anyways, see if we can change that. It seems like those torches aren't putting off any light at all. Going up, up. It's awful dark. I did remember my headphones today. It's always a plus. I fixed the sorting machine. There are no more clicks. Now, if you remember correctly, I put the droppers facing up and I powered them. But I didn't have enough room to power them the way I wanted to, so I used I call it a short circuit. It's just a constant bud. And now, since I figured out that one tower can power 2 columns of droppers, and it doesn't matter that they power them 2 at a time, it still passes them straight up, then I put in comparators, because I realized I had space to go in between with the power to interrupt the comparators and cause them to compare again, which is essential for getting a pulse that repeats, a repeating pulse. So if there's one item in here, this repeater makes it a full power, and the power goes both left and right. Now, the right hand comes up on this side and interrupts that comparator, whereas the one that goes up the center here, it also gets powered, hits this repeater, charges the block, turns off that redstone torch, which then alternates. It'll turn off, it'll depower this block, which will power up that, and send the pulse straight up. Over and over and over again. So it'll go off on off on and keep passing things straight up. This comparator does the exact same thing on this column. Splits both ways. Now here's the beauty. In this setup, since these repeaters make it a full power pulse, that pulse will go, what, 14, 15 blocks. Well, that means that each one of these, either one of these go off, it'll power these two. And these two and these two. It actually comes down about 3/4 of the way before it runs out of power. But by then, I have things going in these other columns and activating these blocks. So I tried it. I put a bunch of different stuff in there. And each time one of these got powered, it powered the other ones, causing nothing to get stuck in these droppers. I am losing nothing coming up through here. Which if you use just a single one and you power it this way, as soon as your bottom's empty, everything stops. And you end up losing one in this, one of whatever it is in that one, all the way up. And these go up, I think 64 high right now. So that would be bad. So by having them power each other also, I'm not losing anything, which is really cool. Now what I did have to do, because I realized when I made these changes, that I had stuff getting stuck right here. Unless something dropped down in this first column, which is redstone, this would never release. So it just kept building up and building up until it was full. And then this one got full. And then that one got full. And everything stopped. So I backed these hoppers up. Backed them up by one so that this column here can no longer interfere with it. And since the column can no longer interfere with it, it works perfect. This was my attempt at backing that up, but I couldn't, so I did it this other way. And I got that redstone torch wrong, but it still works. Let's see here. So I backed this up once, so now for every item I'm sorting for, I'm using one extra hopper just to pass it straight forward. But that's okay. Still have my redstone torches stopping the hoppers from pulling from up here, so I still have my filters in action, in effect. And my sister Courtney has been working on this, building things up. We got rid of the lag in doing so because we don't have the constant working of a sorting machine. So this is a much smoother world now. Once I figured out that the lag was due to me. It was my fault because the sorting machine was constantly working before. But let's see if we can't give you a test. You're not going to hear the clicking when it does start working because I'm wearing headphones. Let's see, let's take some redstone, some cobblestone, right out of the middle, why not? Some lapis, a little bit, well, let's take all the diamonds. There's 61 diamonds. Let's take a stack of quartz and a stack of iron ore, and now I'm out of space, so let's put that and a bunch of junk in there and see what happens. We'll go with glass, diamond, lapis, glass, cobblestone. Let's have a little more glass, redstone, some more glass. And we'll finish up with the iron ore. Now I can hear it working. To me, it's loud in my ear, so if I speak up, please don't get offended. I'm not yelling. It takes a while to get down the ladder. It's a pretty good drop, but let's look at this. There, that half down there is working. Oh, it all lights up down here. Look at that. You can tell what's working by the comparators that light up. So that comparator there is powering that whole half. In fact, it's that one comparator is powering almost everything. Almost. If we come all the way down here, this is my unsortable bin. Also, people call it a trash bin. It has nothing locking it, but it does have something sensing when there's something down here, so it'll pass it on up. But because all of these are being powered by that one, they're trying to pass things up, and that's how I avoid losing things. Is it all done that fast? Nope, there it goes again. So it does produce a little lag while it's operating. Or that was just how long it took for stuff to get down here. Yep, glass. Haha, cobblestone. So there you have it. Working like a charm while it's working. Had redstone going in there. I still got stuff coming down here in the garbage. Whoa. Now that's the only thing is I can't delay, so sometimes what I want in a chest ends up all the way down here. That's okay, I just put it back in again. Let's come back to the top and see how fast it is. I can hear it's still passing things through the chest. Yep, down to the iron ore. So it's not perfect. I don't know how to slow that down. Looks like some redstone made it through. That's about it. A few pieces of redstone so far. So I put those back in and let that go through. Everything else went exactly where it was supposed to go. So let's see, we finished up with iron ore. Let's go to the iron ore. There we go. Quartz came through like a champ. There's all the diamonds. Lapis. Cobblestone filled all the way up. And redstone. There you go. One or two pieces might get stuck until something else goes through the sorter, but that's about it. I'm glad to have that finally working the way I want it to work, and that's only when I got something for it to sort. It took me a while to figure it out. Oh, she planted the wrong one. This particular tree doesn't seem to grow. It's an acacia sapling, and I think this is the wrong environment for it. So Courtney, please quit planting it. Boom. We'll plant that instead. Watch it grow. Now my tree farm, I had branches like that one. Oh, no branches on this one. Anyways, once in a while the tree will form branches. So I brought this all the way out here to hit the branches too. And that's been working wonderfully. I need to make it a little taller, I think, but I'm not going to do that right now. Of course, here's my multi-furnace array. Just wanted to keep that ready. Oh, someone put gold ore in there in the wrong spot. I gotta check this. Nothing. Nothing. Very good. Very good. Good. There we go. Let's go drop this in the sorter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Look at that. See, there wasn't enough stuff in there to push it up. This is this down that far. If I put some junk in there, maybe. Let's see. Should go up to 35. It hasn't kicked in yet. Is this trying to go? There we go. I gotta get that to change. There it went. Did you see it? It went up to 35. So even if it's coming all the way down here, it powers down that far. That's cool. I'm happy. Now the question is, what am I going to do with all that glass? Well, I got ideas. And just in case you're not familiar, I have a few new people I invited to the YouTube channel. And it's probably time to farm, so let's see if we can collect some stuff. Ah, yes. This would be a good showcase. Man, it's much better without all that lag. And we're picking stuff up. Oh, wow. I really picked up a bit of that. I think it got it all. All but one piece. Works for me. Let's grab some seeds. And a hoe. Oh, I already have a hoe. I give that a moment to finish up and go collect that last one. Must have picked up quite a bit. Of course it did. Now I took out 2 solid stacks of seed. Go collect that. There it went. Alright. Time to plant. Most of the time it collects everything on one pass, but sometimes it takes 2 passes. I don't mind. Well, that went fallow fast, didn't it? There we go. We can shut that off now. And we'll put that up there. Like so. There we go. That's done. So, to recap, solved a major problem with my sorter. Had some design flaws, had to work stuff out, and voila, we have us a sorter that works the way I originally intended. And I don't know what's going on with the lighting here. It should be lit up. But anyhow, I thank you, and good night, and welcome to my channel.